everybody, Jeff Esposito here from jeffesposito.com with another video book review. Today we're going to talk about Alex Sandy Pentland's Honest Signals, How They Shape Our World. The book itself is actually a research report that was conducted by Pentland and a lot of her research assistants, grad students, and the whatnot over at MIT. What the book does is it did an actual piece. What the report itself studies human interactions and how our brains are wired in terms of interacting with other people within our social circles. And by social circles, I don't mean the ones on Google+, the ones on Facebook, the ones on Twitter. I mean the ones in everyday real life, you know, the times when you have to talk to people. What it kind of showed is that humans in general do a lot of things that give off what their emotions are, whether we know it or not. Whether it's sped up hand motions, mimicking stuff the other person's doing. You know, when you go to those conversations and I'm nodding right now, chances are you guys are probably nodding, at least one or two of you are nodding in the background as I say that as well. So those are kind of things that pop up in the book. They're talking about how societies are structured and how groups interact with each other. It's part of the thing that we watch when you're watching reality TV, whether it's Survivor, it's The Road Rules, The Apprentice, or any of those things. You're watching how people interact and build up tribes. And how they do this, they also have a computer program to where they're tracking things. So these computers can pick out things that we're going to do and actually predict what the scenario is going to play out by people's body language. And if you're probably thinking to yourself, you know, what about these poker players who nobody can read their bluffs? In all honesty, the computer can pick those up as well, as can somebody that's trained in these sciences. To tie things back to social media, possibly the scariest thing that the book talks about is a thing called groupthink, where everybody blindly follows somebody's word as gospel and really believe it without questioning the facts or consequences of some of those actions. You know, I think you could kind of see that in a lot of the dogpilings and people jumping on research as if it's gold when there's really needs to be more done about it. So, you know, the book is definitely a level up, and it's, you know, it's really science. So this might be the first time you hear a Jeff Esposito science book review. Probably won't happen again, but who knows? The book was actually really good, and it made me think, and it also brought it back to areas of what are we doing in an interaction with one another that might come off as differently than we think, and also how do we take these offline approaches, bring it online into consumer behavior, and it really is got my wheels turning upstairs. So if you're looking for a challenging read and something that's real interesting, definitely pick up a copy of Honest Signals. It's probably about $7 on Amazon. It's a few years old, so it's before the whole social craze has started. So Jeff Esposito here from Jeff Esposito signing off and saying have a good night.